Carat Calculator 4.0 is finally here. 4 months ago, I created a Carat calculator, which is a tool that you can use to calculate how many pulls that you'll be able to get depending on your daily Carat income. At first, it started out as a simple tool, which I created in just a couple of days. However, thanks to amazing help from the community member Bnhershy and Daptrius, we're now able to release the version 4.0 with numerous exciting changes and updates. But before we go over all the changes that's included on the version 4.0, I'll give you a quick rundown on how to use the tool. First, you can access the Carat calculator by clicking on the link in the description or usually on the pinned comment. Once you open the link, and make sure you follow the instruction and make a copy of your spreadsheet. And please do not send me a request for edit access, else you'll get included into the wall of shame of people who I know did not follow the instruction. For the 4.0, I changed it so that it asks you to make a copy when you click the link. Once you make your own copy, you should be able to freely edit this spreadsheet. On this section of the spreadsheet, you can populate it with your current information, including total amount of Carat that you currently have, your weekly team trial ranking. I recently added class 5.5 for those who are having trouble staying in class 6 every week, and your club rank information, your average champions meeting result, which are now divided into champions for the trainer who are confident that they will be able to win platinum title, group A 2nd and 3rd, group B 1st and 2nd, or open league. And depending on if you purchase the daily Carat pack, you can input yes or no. Starting on the 4.0 version, you can now include the amount of pull ticket that you have for the Umas and for the support cards. Once you're done inputting your information, now you go to the calculator section. First, select the type of banner that you want to pull on, either Uma or a support card. Then select your target banner. Let's say, for example, I want to pull on Fine Motion and Kawakami Princess banner. And the calculator will calculate the amount of pull that you'll be able to accumulate by the time you reach the targeted banner, given your current Carat and your monthly income. For example, by the time I reached Fine Motion and Kawakami Princess banner, I'll have around 57,000 Carats, which equals 410 pulls on this banner. This 410 pulls include 26 miscellaneous pulls. Miscellaneous pulls are all the extra pulls that doesn't come from the original Carat, such as the pull ticket, free pulls that's given during the event, and discounted daily paid Carat pulls. And out of 410 pull, you can even input how many pulls that you want to use. And the spreadsheet will tell you the chance for you to get how many copies that you'll be able to get the rate of Umas or the support cards. For example, with 400 pulls, I'll have around 57% chance to MLB Fine Motion or Kawakami Princess. You can also include up to 5 additional banner into your calculation. Let's say I will also want to pull on Valentine Miona Bourbon banner and Christmas Oguri cap. This calculator will be able to calculate the amount of pulls that you'll be able to do on all 3 banners. In this case, I'll be able to afford 155 pulls for the Oguri cap banner or 326 pulls for the Valentine Miona Bourbon banner. And if I input how many pulls that I want to do on each banner, this number will get deducted on the amount of pulls available on the future banner. Let's say I want to do 100 pulls on Christmas Oguri cap and 200 pulls on Valentine banner, then I would only have 120 pulls available for the Fine Motion banner, which means I only have 0.2% chance to MLB Fine Motion. So this is probably not a smart planning. Anyway, this is basically how you use the tool. As you can see, it's a very simple tool for you to use. If you ever used the Carat calculator and found it to be useful, please consider donating through Super Thanks. For the next month from the release of this video, every Super Thanks that's given on this video, I'll give it 100% to Daptrius and Bnhershy, who spend their personal time to work on the Carat calculator spreadsheet for free. And for every dollar Super Thanks, I'll match it dollar for dollar all the way up to $50. Now let's go over how these numbers are calculated. The team trial ranking is based on the weekly team trial income and just multiply by 4 for the monthly income. And the club ranking is simple and it's based on your monthly income for the club ranking. Champions meeting income is based on your placement, and the rewards for the champions meeting are the following. These are for your final placement, and depending on which choice you pick, these are the estimated win rate for the round 1 and round 2. As a default, the pull ticket from the champions meeting rewards are not automatically included into your Carat calculation. However, we do have an option to let you track the pull ticket earning from the champions meeting. And I will explain this more in detail on the developer option section of the video. And if you scroll farther to the right, it will show you how all the targeted banners Carats are quantified. Other than the things that we already mentioned, it takes into account of the daily quest and the weekly login and all the Carats that you get from the event. If you want to figure out how we came up with this number, you can go to the timeline portion of the Carat calculator by clicking the hyperlink from the image of the banner and press the plus button located on the top right corner of the timeline. Each week, it will take into account of all the Carats that you earn on that that banner and also on the previous banner. And this includes stuff like the carat that you get for the Uma story when the new Uma is released, the legend race reward carats from various limited events for the anniversary or the G1 celebration mission, the event reward from story, bingo, and event points, and more. So the calculator assumes that you obtain all freely available carats from the daily login bonus, daily mission, event mission, etc. But it does not include things that we could now account for, like the side games random carat gifts, carats from Team Trial gift boxes, carats obtained during careers, and poll tickets earned in the event. I want to assure you that I did not come up with these numbers out of thin air. It's all based on the JP Uma Musume plus the carat adjustment. We used numerous sources to find out how much carats that we're getting in the future, including Uma Musume wikiru.jp, gamewit.jp, of course Game Torah, and more. I'll provide the link to this website in the description. We made it super easy for you to figure out where every source of carats are coming from. The numbers are all available on the spreadsheet. So instead of asking if the carat calculator is accurate or not, you can go and double check the number for yourself, and would encourage anyone to come and help us double check the carat number, because for now it's just me and Daptrius scouring through the webs, making sure that we got all the source of carats for the future events. The carat calculator takes into account of the current time and ignores all the carats that you already gotten on the previous event. This is why we put a disclaimer saying that the carat calculator is most accurate on the first day of each banner, because it includes all the carats that you get by the end of the banner. And when using the calculator after the first day of each banner, the carat totals may be off by up to plus or minus 2,500 carats, depending on how long into the banner it is, due to some of the already acquired carats not being deducted from the carat estimate. This plus or minus range used to be more drastic on the previous version of the carat calculator, because on the previous version, all the carats that you get on the banner get removed on the last day of the banner. However, Daptrius was crazy enough to divide all the carat income into 3 different types: the carat that's awarded on the first day of the banner, that will get removed from the calculation on the very first day of the banner, and the carats that you get throughout the banner will take the average amount of carats and remove them little by little each day into the banner, and the carats that we get around the end of the banner, which will get removed on the last day of the banner. It's possible that we might have missed some event, so the number could be lower, but never higher. The only way for the carat calculator to overestimate is only like during the middle of the banner, where some of the carat could be double counted after you get them through the event. But even that has become less impactful thanks to works done by Daptrius. But even so, on default, it doesn't even account for the post ticket that you get from the champions meeting, the event, and the monthly shop ticket that you can get from the cleat shop. So the carat calculator is more on the conservative side. So next time you see a large deduction of carats after an anniversary event, now you know that no, it doesn't mean that the carat calculator is inaccurate. It just means that carat calculator is doing its job and working as intended and ignoring carats that you already gotten from the previous event. So please make sure you read all the disclaimer and double check the number for yourself before you post any negative feedback. Because even before 4.0, the carat calculator was well received by the community and known to be very accurate. But we did take into account of all the constructive feedback for the carat calculator on their Henry Handsome Derby Discord server. So come join us to provide some feedback. Now let's go over all the new features in the 4.0 carat calculator. First, the range of the carat calculator has been extended from fine motion banner to all the way up to Startup Grand Light with the Light Halo and Agnes Tachyon banner. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, a poll ticket has been implemented into the calculator, and the carat calculator has become more accurate and has less fluctuation during the middle of the banner. And Daptrius was able to fix the circular reference issue. You're now able to calculate accurately on Uma and support banner, which start on the same day. And the calculator has a brand new look. Now it has a preview image of the banner, and all the icons for the Umas and the support card has been updated to be uniform and better quality. This is also thanks to Daptrius, who scrapped all the image assets in high quality and a nice looking format. And that's not all. Daptrius also added a developer option. These are more advanced settings that more advanced player can take advantage of. There's now a way for the carat calculator to track the pay carat that you have. When you input your K carat information, it will assume that you would do 50 carat daily discounted single pull and add to your max pull available for the duration of the banner +1. If you don't want the carat calculator to assume that you're doing the daily discounted pull, instead of inputting your pay carat into the pay carat box, just include it as part of your carat. Right now, the carat calculator is set up to show banners that are only 9 months into the future. However, if you turn off this feature, it will extend the range of the carat calculator all the way up to before the start of 3.5 anniversary. And that's because Daptrius is crazy enough to actually collect all the carats that we get up to that point. However, please bear in mind that it has not gone through the QC process yet. Only carats up to the start of Grand Life has been double checked. Any banners after Grand Life has not been fact checked and could contain errors. But from what I've seen, Daptrius' numbers so far, he's been very accurate. And this is the option available to fix the circular reference error. So now the calculator allows you to calculate both UMAs and the support banner that starts on the same day. You can use the ticket ignorator to just ignore whole tickets from the Carat calculation altogether. Over here, you can add the date of your most recent billing start date for the daily Carat pack, so the daily Carat pack calculation could be more accurate. And this is the date multiplier setting that we use to update the future banner estimation date based on the official monthly release schedule. And you can uncheck the CM ticket ignorator to include the pull ticket that you get from the champions meeting into the calculation. This feature will be turned off by default. And this is the feature where I talked about where the carats earned on the first day are removed immediately on the first day of the banner, and carats earned throughout the banners are averaged and removed a little bit day by day, and the carat earned around the end of the banner are removed on the last day of the banner. You can also turn this feature off so that they're all just removed on the last day of the banner. You can also use the track monthly shop ticket feature to include the number of pull tickets available on the Cleat shop into the calculation. And there's also an option available for the calculator to track the pull tickets that you earn from the event. And remember, these are like developer options, settings available for advanced players. And we did not have enough time to QC all the experimental features available on the developer option. So please keep that in mind when you're using the developer options. Best way to catch all the bugs is to get the 4.0 calculator out to the public to have many eyes looking at this calculator as much as possible. Isn't it kind of funny that the Japanese gacha game about horse girls have a third-party spreadsheet with the developer option? Anyway, these are all the awesome features that Daptrius has inputted into the 4.0 Carat calculator. As you can probably tell, Carat calculator 4.0 probably took him a huge amount of time for Daptrius to implement all these new features. So please consider giving him super thanks to support him for all the work that he has done. And one more disclaimer, this tool should be used for planning purpose only. I'm not responsible for any financial decision made based on this calculator. This tool is created by humans, so it could always contain some human errors. Although I feel pretty confident about our numbers, please bear that in mind when you're using this tool. When you're sharing this calculator online, one thing I would ask you to do is to please share it using the link to this YouTube video instead of linking directly to the calculator. And if you like this tool, I would appreciate it if you could consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would also like to thank Bnhershy for his original work on the Carat calculator, and I would also like to thank Hinman for his original spreadsheet, which I used as a reference to create this banner timeline. Please check out his YouTube channel. And the link for the Carat calculator 4.0 will be available in the description below. So what do you think? Do you think this tool will be useful? Which banner are you most looking forward to in the future? And how many carats will you be able to save by that time? Please let me know on the comment below. And if you haven't, please don't forget to check out my previous video where I go over the must pull banner during the Unity Cup scenario. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a handsome day. Bye bye. And I would like to thank my contributors Kia, Tao, Merkel, Cal the New, Teku, Brian Goldsberry, Burst, Jamin Taylor, Tama, and Grago, Shady, and the rest of the contributor.